praise the mouth. Onyankopon difo ane a tese nyankopon ahyeda ehira no onyankopon de nadom adom no na omre na wahyenkom ena ahobrase a ode ma yemu binom obi bia na papa be hia ne bia no ode ahobrase ma no Sane nyankopon aye ne naturally. Oni obia mpre bibi ho wasasi so de nyame de ache no aye ne fe. Oyo nyame difo. Waye difu juma for so many years ni. Na de nyame de ne ya no yankasa eda ho mark ne da ho eno chese receipt ne da ho bia ehwe. And yen something away. Prophet Telvin ni Sowah. Oye sofu penny or prophetic life embassy oyibi. Onyankopon difo. Mema wa kwaba.
Na minshramu.
I hope someone me can inform you.
Oh, I mean everything is fine. We be fine. We be come on.
Send Nyankopon adom wa ho brase honhom. Tese udi ye nyame adwuma tese eye mefe admirable tese udu social media the Ghana for do na can say the way I say e bro ho ase e smile kra no e no kra ya de kese sofo
brother sampa
the global prophet. Papa boko de
o nyame adom boko
yo ansne be starting command nkruma yenya adwuma we tell na fe yen start every say lemfi Ghana ha de etwa gu ano no na mom abusuafo amote yenka mo amowa ama no ni UK America Canada Europe o pese o send sika e de ba Ghana ha egu momo account mu na say o bank account mu a lemfi Bomodin say on sabe kan Lemfi app no. Oko Google Play Store and say App Store. Download the Lemfi. Na o send this sika say ye £100. Ye be more £10. Na mo musika na o send ye no. Eno ane ebe ba begu account no a esontie. Afei say $100 na o send ya. Lemfi for be chew $20 kwa. Now we no pending. And the only so download Lemfi app na. Ube use me promo code Sampa TV. And that's no Sampa TV. Na o download na u use me promo code Sampa TV. Chese emu beye dama papa. One copy Lemfi na ye deko. What I say, Sampa TV as me referral code na bibia emfa level emfa man way any edwumekua omaso yasia ye de enedwumedie bro mesro bomodin se onsa beka Lemfi app ni bi wo phone no so mo ama no ne opese so seed bi kura egu osofo bi tese abrabom ti se sofo penny Telvin eno ani so use Lemfi no use Sampa TV as a referral code na bibia fa level Onyankopon difo yesama wakwa babium
sa pepe Lemfi
say no ana Ghana for na wa ma no
ma you saw branch Sampa
Sampa TV
promo code
Sampa TV ayo more two offerings ni ade kro mu use Lemfi na everybody direct.
I think we'll actually put it on the church platform.
Wonderful Yeah, Papa Nyam Kupon Shirao.
So if it's offering time, I'll just tell them to download
Lemfi. No more use Sampa
TV. No
Sampa
problem.
TV.
That will be done. Friday crowd do that.
Wonderful. Papa Nyam Kupon Shirao. Papa. Odifo every now chi mienu ni aye sorry free hane de. Udin a trend dia bepem if you are not pay no, udia trending. But I think and any 3 days meaning I'm social media na miko hu page no so say enkom se bi o se enkom bi 2024 nti me screenshot here. Enkroma mpacho fatu no so na yenkenkan kakra na yenhwe senia essay called on the July 2024 na o she nkom bi se nkroma se o ya che hampese ye kan ade no na date no enlarge ne kakra ne hwe ade na fi and that's no eti Prophet Telvin Sowah the page no so na my screenshot to so no I think July 25th or so and then 20
5th July
but 2024 and some commission by osi who say ship be you saw in your spirit say ship be na shape need to say ark na black in color and na red no design no so for the important na no papa chire because me can dia na me said antiasa akoye sunsun nsem na me so ba
say arc be like more or less like but it's halfway, you know, an arc is half of a circle.
Okay.
And I am say arc be and I fly. Whilst it was flying, you know, I say we be air orbiting. There's a round ball. Bibi to say a ball. Now ball no orbiting. The ball was as though I don't know. It's like fully smooth. I say in Kusia, and they orbited that thing. And I realized that the thing was not attached to each other. They were not together. But then it was as though the power source was from the Nkusia. Okay. And that was where the main problem was. So the Nkusia was what was like moving around and then empowering the main thing. So I saw it more or less like a spaceship as how we normally see it. But this one is so amazing. It's unique. It's beyond what we actually watch in the movies. This one is on a different level altogether. Yeah. Yeah. This one is mainly a pattern of operation via air happening within the future, which is very, very much amazing. And in that angle, no, there is something I wanted to bring across to make it easier and clearly. I want to say we are getting closer to the end time. And as we are getting closer to the end time, there are certain things that are happening. And these things that are happening is going to affect the next phase of our life.
Wow.
As a four-dimensional prophet, you know, one of the main reasons why we're on the face of the earth is because of these things. God does not just call us because at the lower level of normal human senses, no, we regard prophecy as sorry, we actually come here, we want to. But then God assigns certain prophets to oversee certain things in the dimensions of the spirit, like Enoch, Ezekiel, and all of them. And one of the most crucial and critical things in that angle has to do with these UFOs and UAPs, which we are monitoring. They are four-dimensional beings. That is why, as a four-dimensional prophet, I'm the one that is basically like watching on that angle,
able to see them. No,
watching it constantly. And most interestingly, one of those entities, I grew with it. I told you I grew with the angel of death. I grew with that one. Yes. Which was like it was always hunting me, and it was real actually. It was real, and I said, "Diana, the thing was there." So let me break it down to you in a very simple manner. Now, with regards to UFO, among think say alien faba spaceship about maybe you've heard about it on radio and everything. Now, the reason why the post that is out there now on social media. We'll start from somewhere. Say a post that is up there. No? The post started from 2024. Now, these things I saw them many years ago. I've been waiting for that specific date that was set there. And in the date, I mentioned clearly that on the 9th of May, 2026, the world will get to know about this information. Exactly. For you to be able to say that and see that, it is not ordinary. It's not ordinary. Nobody was there to set that date, but I already knew the date years ahead.
And
yes, the date is very clear. 9th of May, and that is the same. We are in the 9th of May. We are living that reality now. Whether you like it or not, the fourth dimension is your reality. You will live in it. So we are there right now in the reality. We are living in that reality as I speak to you right now. And the reason why God brought that into my attention is because over the years, no, there is a program that is ongoing in the realms, and there are certain things that are going on towards the coming of the Lord. And where we have gotten to, no, the entities that we have come into contact with, people are asking, what are they? America has released the files. You've given the date and the day and the year, the month, the thing will come out. And it has happened exactly the same way. Now, what else? Like, what are they? Because we know that, okay, of course, now they are there. What are they? Now, let me break them down to you.
Okay.
In the book of Genesis chapter 6, the Bible said that the sons of God came to make wives to the daughters of men. And they gave birth to Nephilims, the mighty men of old, Nephilims. Now, keep this key word, Nephilims, mighty men of old, Nephilims. And then the flood of Noah came, wiped the face of the earth. The Bible made mention that the angels that lost their first estate, you understand? Which was that angle of angels. And then they came down upon the face of the earth, and then they began to commune and move around. They made daughters of they make wives of the daughters of men.
Okay.
And making wives of the daughters of men, it means that they were able to understand how to bend the roles of the fourth-dimensional reality into a first-dimensional reality.
Okay.
Do you understand what I mean? Yes, to bend that role. Now, in four-dimensional state, I want to break it down in a very simple manner for your understanding.
Okay.
Now, in this condition, we understand on the face of the earth that matter has 4 states, right? Matter is solid, liquid, gas, and then plasma.
Exactly.
Now, we always understood that the first state of matter was solid. But then, if you want to understand spiritual things in the level, you have to reverse it. And then turn the first state of matter to plasma. And then the second state of matter to gas. Third state is liquid. And then fourth stage is the last state of matter, which is basically, it may even be the 15th state of matter, which is solid. That's the last state of matter. And then when you go down, you get to quantum condensation. But that one is like cold planets.
Exactly.
And other things. But then let's talk about matter here. Now, when God was creating the world, we were thinking the world was exploding, but it was actually cooling it down. So God was making things in a reverse form. And that is how come we formed most of those things. Now, you, the human being, as you're here, you are in all the 4 states of matter. You have a spark of plasma within you. You have liquid in you, and then you have solid, and you have gases within you as the human being. That's why you are able to bring out carbon dioxide, because there are gases within you.
Exactly.
You are all the 4 states of matter. The part of you that we have really highly researched is the physical parts, the ones that is tangible. But then we've not been able to go deeper into the first state of matter, which is the plasma. So I've reversed it, which is the true way of how it's supposed to be. Now, the first state is the plasma. And the plasma is what is your spiritual form. Plasma is basically negative charged ions and positive charged ions, right? And that's what plasma is. Now, it is charged particles. When they say a particle is charged, do you understand what it is?
In this context,
when a particle is charged, it means that the particle is enforced.
Okay.
So other particles can just be there as a particle which is alive. Then all of a sudden, the particle is kicked into being. So the human being can just be there as a living, like an empty body.
Okay.
And then God breathed the breath of life into him, and then there was a spark of life. That spark of life is charging the particle. Charging the particle brings the particle to life.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? And to charge particles like plasma is the spiritual face of things.
Okay.
Now today I want to break down to you what the 4th dimension, because all the prophecies I give, it all boils down to today, the 9th May 2026. I'm now going to begin to prophesy. At first I was just joining catalysts. Yes, my prophecies will begin from 9th of May. Yes, it's a different face altogether. But there will be other catalysts within the prophecies. But you see, a lot of people think I'm interested in NDC, MPP, politics, and everything. No, that's not my main reason why I'm here.
Okay.
The reason why I'm on the face of the earth mainly is with this one. You see the UFOs, you see, so UAPs and everything. That's the reason why I'm here.
And the onion starting saying come numponi.
I mean, so Obetra will be there. It's on training partner say you are what you say you are, by showing them the signs. What I say. So the Bible said, these signs shall follow them that believe, as the Lord lives, by the grace of God. And in that condition, we understand all the 4 states of matter. I want to teach something here today before I leave. I don't want it to just be, I've prophesied so many things out there. It's all happened. That is, I think we've run out of prophecies.
Exactly.
But then we'll add more to it. We'll add more to it. So now, in this condition, people are asking, what is those things? Now, there are 7 entities in heaven. that we got to know in the book of Revelation. We have the living creatures, which Enoch saw, Ezekiel saw, and I saw them as well. We have the elders, the 24 elders. We have archangels. And we have seraphim, I'm following an order.
Okay.
And then we have cherubims. Cherubims is where Lucifer came from. So the Bible calls him the cherub that covereth, which means if it says the cherub that covereth, it means the overseer of the cherub department. That's Lucifer. Then from there, you go to the next stage of operation, which is the archangels. The archangels, then the messengers. Sorry, the cherubims, the watchers, the archangels, and then the messengers. So the watchers are the ones in the middle, and then the archangels, and then the messengers. These are the categories of angels. Now, there was a fall in heaven, which the angels fell. They went against God. And the angels that fell, they were the department, the category of the watchers, and some few of the cherubims that fell. You understand? When those cherubims fell, in Genesis chapter 6, they came to make wives of the daughters of men. And then they gave birth to Nephilims. In giving birth to the Nephilims, that is where this whole alien thing began.
I see.
The Nephilims began to teach man how to do certain things.
Okay.
Like Azazel and all of them, you hear them as demons. Yes, they began to teach man how to wage war, how to make weapons and everything. And then I always say one thing, because they had advanced technology and advanced knowledge. That's how come Noah was able to build the first submarine.
Okay.
At that time, we don't even have a technology for that.
And yeah, but no, I said no can know.
Proper submarine that was able to house all the animals on the face of the earth. Now, statistically, we may not be able to understand the calculation of how he built it, but then that brings you to an understanding that the technology that we're using way back is way beyond our imagination. A lot of people are like, oh, and it's saying Noah. Or no, what 19 could no man can say early BC. What me build the ark, flood the bed, me save you. We are saying, no, be that question. Yeah, that question. Then you have to answer this question. The Sumerian temples as well. You have to also answer the pyramid of Giza and everything. How all those things were able to be built, and yet still the stones were cut off so precise, like laser cutting precise. But the question is, how were they able to build it?
I see.
Without the sophisticated technology, which means they had something that we did not have.
Exactly.
And they didn't even have the manpower to build that kind of thing. If they were going to build it manually, it would take them tens of thousands of years. It would take hundreds of thousands of years to build some of those things. But then, at the end of the day, they were able to establish these things by the grace of God. Now, there was an intervention and operation of divine operations, which is four-dimensional creatures, which I call spiritual beings. In that time, some understood how to be able to break the code of the fourth dimension, which was the Nephilims, to be able to come on the face of the earth, act like human beings, make wives of the daughters of men, and give birth to a third dimension, another group of beings. And those group of beings, which is the main category, which is the watchers and their children, the Nephilims, are some of the entities you are seeing hovering around the face of the earth. They have lived with us on the face of the earth for so many years. Some have lived in the waters. Some have lived under certain places. And that is the things that the government has now discovered. These are spiritual entities that have been able to over on the face of the earth for so many centuries. Yes. So a lot of people are saying, aliens, or move free space. But now let me break it down to you. In Ephesians chapter 6, verse number 12, I want to show you these things. I've chased them all my life. I actually, like, one hunted me all my life. So I actually understand. This is my work. Like, this whole thing.
Yes,
you understand? That's the first time now. Like, because I was waiting for this day. That's why I gave you the date years ahead. Now, what are the odds on the face of the earth under this sun? You use scientific calculation that there can be a black man in Ghana without sophisticated technology or anything 2 years ago and predict exactly the date a president of America, which was not yet elected, to decide the day he will unveil AI document, alien documents. How? What are the odds? Under which metric? Like it's like winning the American lottery. Not the one for Visa, the Powerball, winning it 25 times in a row. Because it's impossible to predict the number. And that's like the time, the date, and the event is massive. There is no star reader, palm reader. Nostradamus can't even do this. It can't even try it. Now, this is not to say, oh, we are impossible. But this is to show you that this is what this date, specific date, is something that God has communicated with me. I've grown knowing this date in 2026.
Wow.
So it's not even a joke at all.
Wow.
In the face of Ghana, once people are barely like understanding the world. So if you Ghana now, they don't understand what comes next. What comes next is the biggest problem. It's the biggest problem.
I see.
Oh, the whole world is about to change. The time of the beast is about to arrive.
Hey,
it is going to shock you. The world is going to change. Even if you go to church today and you are preaching the gospel, they'll tell you it is aliens that brought everything. Jesus Christ is also an alien. But let me get there, because I've changed this all my life. I literally know them. Okay. So let me break it down before we move to the next phase of everything. Now, and the reason why the catalyst of the date was placed in there, so that when I'm talking, somebody will not be like, oh, where there, I be our canic, I be our alien, no so about Yes, there is no possible human being that you may have seen under this sun that could have told you the exact date they would have released this information and told you the exact year. You won't find one. It's not possible. If you would have found one, they would have told you ahead. If the analyst would have said it, or Nostradamus would have said it and given you the date.
Exactly.
It's not just mentioning, say, oh, 2026, we won't say alien for me, the date itself. The day, and everything by the grace of God. Now let's go forward by the grace of God. Now, all these things are critical matters. Now, if you want to know what they are, Ephesians chapter 6, verse number 12, it spoke about 4 different things.
Okay.
Arcas, Exousias, Pneumatica, Ponerius, and Cosmocrotopas. It said, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities, powers, rulers of darkness, and spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. Now, it says what? Heavenly places. Now we have Arcas, Exousias, Pneumatica, Ponerius, and Cosmocrotopas. Now the Arcas is principalities. And then we have powers. Now principalities are witches and small forces that we see on the face of the earth. All over the world.
Okay.
Those ones are many entities. I know now, sorry, you mainly pray to break and loose and everything. These are witchcraft forces, small dimensional forces. Then the second one is the powers. These are the dwarves, the goblins, and those small river gods. Small one or more, all of them. Yes, that's small river gods and things. These are the powers. Then we have rulers of darkness. Okay. These are the occultic heads, the ones that are there to form religions and everything. These are the occultic heads. These are the high ranking. They rule the realm of darkness. Okay. Then we have spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. Those ones, not that they come from heaven, not that they came from heaven, but they descended for man to see. That is when the Bible says in Genesis chapter 6 that the sons of God came to make wives of the daughters of men. So the first time we saw them descending because they fell from heaven basically. Okay. But then in their appearance, not necessarily that they have gone to heaven and then they are coming back all the time. So how they appear is that they appear to us like UFOs and UAPs. So they come like alien ship, some kind of things, and they are able to breach the gap of the 4th dimension into the physical dimension. So everyone will say, oh, we movie now we have Faha, now we have Frinciumu as a spaceship. It is dominance. They've been trying to control the world for centuries because most of our world leaders, the nations they built, they came to meet these things there.
I see.
They did not discover them. They came to meet it there. They met it. They knew them. They've known them from day one. Most of our old ancient people from early BCs have known these ones. They have worshipped them. They have followed them. They have led all those people for these years. And this is the first time that we have gotten to the last ages. We are in the end time as I'm speaking to you. We're on the last line of operation. Wow. And what these ones are supposed to do is that they are unveiling and they're revealing. And these are the main image that is being brought to us. Now it's been shown to us, oh, these are the aliens. So this one came from space. Now what this will do is that they will try to use it to distort history. Once they distort history, they'll tell you, you know what? All those things are not the way we think it is. It is not, it is advanced technology. It's not advanced technology. It's the face of plasma. It's 4th dimensional, spiritual entities. It's charged particles. These ones are angels, fallen angels. They are the watchers that dropped and some few cherubims that came in the fall of man. And when a lot of people ask, once they fell, what did they do again? After and now remember, spirits don't die. They've always been with us. They have never come from anywhere. And all the research that they've done so far now, since yesterday and everything, all the research they've brought up proves to us that they have been there. They have never gone to die. They've been with us for centuries. Since the early BCs, they've been there with us. and they have moved among us for so many centuries. Now let's go forward with this one. This is the main thing I want to talk about today. So now these UAPs and UFOs, the aliens you say are coming, they are the watchers, and then some of the cherubims that fell from heaven. So some of the watchers that fell, and some of the cherubims are for the departments of heaven, the host of heaven that fell. These are the ones that the devil brought forth on the face of the earth. Some of them are like Leviathan and all those things. Now till now we've not discovered what Leviathan is, but then we know that Leviathan is in the ocean. This thing spoke clearly. Job spoke much about the watchers and Leviathan. And he's the one that unveiled Leviathan, because Job has a revelation of seeing divine operations that was beyond measure, because he could see them too. And they were not aliens. Now Ezekiel had seen the living creatures. It described the living creatures that they were like in a wheel, in the midst of a wheel. So when some of them saw the pictures, they thought that was the living creatures, because look at the wheel in the midst of the wheel. The whirlwind and the wheel of heaven, the chariots of fire carried Elijah. All those things are divine entities. They came like a spaceship, carried man away. But then because man in the olden days was trying to describe the things he was seeing in their physical context, which is they know chariots, horses, and everything. So they describe them in that image. Because what is it that is moving and it can carry a man? Only chariots carry men. So in their primitive, or let me say, in their level of unadvanced technology, they assume it as a chariot. In this our modern, they will call it a ship, we'll call it a car, we'll call it a vehicle. Because now we have gone past chariots.
Exactly.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah,
so they call it wheels, but it's not like what we think it is. It is advanced, so they saw it. But these are not aliens. They've seen it so many times. Enoch has seen it for so many centuries, and they've existed throughout. Now, this is what is going to happen now, once this thing has happened. Leaders of the world are going to come out and they're going to tell you, everybody on the face of the earth. Now, I told you the date. Now, the date has happened. I'm going to give you the next date of operation. They are going to tell you that Jesus Christ and all the old patriarchs, most of them were disciples of these powers. These aliens, yeah? And then the next thing you're going to know, hold on. Next thing you're going to know is that they're going to come back and tell you that Jesus is even part of them. That's why when he died, he was carried up. That is why when he died, the earth shook and everything. Because these are spaceships that came to carry his dead body. They beamed him up into heaven. They beamed him. You see, they started the brainwashing with the movies. They will beam you up into heaven. They knew all those things all around. Now they're going to play with everything. And the Bible said that there's going to be a great deception. In that angle, when they play with those things, these are fallen angels, demons that have existed with us for centuries. I've known this for all these years. I've been talking about them for all these years. But then the catalyst has not happened there, so I cannot come out to break it down. I'll come back and say, "Oh yeah, Kwakwanan's story." That's it. So I wanted them to. I wanted to give something that is impossible to wrap your head around. Exactly. So that's where we have gotten to now, on the face of the earth. So that's how come you are seeing this thing. So soon, as I want to use this as an opportunity to tell somebody that the world, the end time is nigh. The world war is kicking. Those entities have been revealed. Now it is the next stage is for them to take over and begin to run certain things. They are going to even tell you that the church, hallelujah, Jesus Christ and everything you are praying is all aliens. Now forget about it. Yes, it's advanced technology.
That's why I'm saying Bible no cry no a cake into a favorite Bible no metren for.
Yeah, so all those alien technology. Oh, it's advanced technology that we saw, but the old patriarchs, they don't know the advancement of that technology, so they thought it was a spirit or God, and these entities were the ones that created us. That's what they'll tell you. That's the story you're about to hear now. And once they begin that story, they will tell you, the Christian, that you are primitive, you are not smart enough, you are not intelligent, you are not developing, you are not enlightened, and then you are limited. And once you get there, once that great deception takes place, and the Bible said that there shall be signs in heaven. You understand that signs? It was talking about the UFOs. They will be moving. We will see them. We will notice them. We will notice their motion. Strange anomalies will be happening in the atmosphere. And these are them. Spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. Now, I've told you from today, that is the reality. So anybody that wants to know what this thing is, this is what it is now. And what note am I standing on to tell you what it is? I prophesied the date the information will come on. I'm not the president of the United States. Neither do I sit at their parliament to make decisions for them. But I knew the exact date it will come out years ago. And I prophesied about it 2 years ago in 2024. I've spoken about it for so long. Exactly. Remember the time I told you I'll talk about the aliens. It took us about 8 months before we sat down to do interview about it. 8 good months. So if I had met 8 months, it would have been in 2023.
Wow.
Yes. That would be about 3 years ago. And it's been there, but I never said anything about it. So that's it with the UFO and the UAPs and where it is going by the grace of God. Now, I open it. I wanted to explain this one, Ellie, so everybody will get it clearly. Exactly.
Enuna ehon frama ebo a na say kura no as social media na manfo ne nam say Christosum kura na yes scam ni ade na omudi asofo atem no na start na ehon frama.
Yeah, that's where we are going to. Because now they will bring this thing and claim that we were made by aliens. These entities made us because they have been there, and the kind of information they will pull out. Now the new images that will come later will be ancient drawings of those people actually leading men, and then they'll bring the Anunnaki nonsense, and then bring Erich von Däniken's theory of the old astronauts that they came from space and then they came to help us. All of them are absolute gibberish because she was using the word Ezekiel. You understand? But I know what we saw. We met those things. So they were not aliens that came. These are spiritual wickedness in heavenly places. And we've come to the fourth dimension. We've witnessed them. We've met some. We've spoken to them. We understand what we are talking about. That's how come I knew that this day will be announced. I mean,
Papa, answer bet to us. And someone walking Pepe be under with him. She know with him. Uko school Ghana ha.
School Ghana. Hey, you have to study quite a lot, you know.
I see.
I said the reason why I was brought here is because of these things, the end time. So I've tripped the first catalyst of the prophecies. This is just this is one of my prophecies. And this MPP, they were say, well, those ones. As I'm just playing table tennis. It's just like, you know, it's like more or less like the catalyst. That's why I call it catalyst. That's why I don't call it prophecy. I don't stress on it because that's not the main reason. My prophetic is like the Ezekiel prophecy. I'm here to talk to you about the end time. My prophecy is like John the Revelator to tell you about the finishing moment of everything. You understand? It's not and this and MPP sorry and I don't know. That is just part of the giftings of the church. Okay. Because as a prophet, you have to belong to the church. But then in the law of the prophetic in itself, prophets don't have to even own churches. We are the mouthpiece of God. In Ghana and certain places, we have reduced because of something that the predecessors of the prophetic have done. They've destroyed the name of the prophet. So at the end of the day, when you speak as a prophet, you look like a hungry man looking for people's money and every other thing. That's why my church doctrine, we've thrown away tithe and offering and everything from coming to the pastors or anything. Because our personal life cannot be run by tithes and offerings. Because we want to make sure it is clear that we didn't come there for the money. Precisely. So that's the conditions of operation. This is why I am here, and it will take deeper minds. As I'm speaking right now, I know my professors, those heavy people I speak to, are sitting down there and they are putting notes together. These people that are the physicists, those people will move around with. They are sitting down and they are calculating because I am like a prophetic scientist. I'm not basically like your random Sunday church or your cable TV preacher. That is there. No. That's not it. That's not me at all. I'm on a different angle. That's why I came with technical terms. I call them catalysts. I call it fourth dimension. I could say it was soon but it's the fourth dimension. That's why I broke it down to you. Plasma, liquid, gas, liquid, solid. Exactly. Yes. And then the plasma is charged particles. That's the first element, the first state of matter that appeared in space. So the Big Bang Theory stated that there was a cosmic expansion from a singularity. The phase of how the singularity was charged for a cosmic expansion to begin was because of the addition of a charged particle. And the question is, what charged the particle? Therefore, you go back to the law of the first of thermodynamics. Energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but can be transformed from one form to the other. So God, who is the ultimate force of energy, sparked the Big Bang Theory by firing up negative and positive ion and then charging them. And that's what brought the cosmic expansion. And the cosmic expansion, remember one thing. The Bible said, let there be light. Once plasma is light in itself, photons, active photons. You understand? Now, once there is an opening of that operation, where God says, let there be light, Genesis has been right. Big Bang Theory was discovered in 1950 something, 1968. That's when they discovered Big Bang Theory. But then, this one was spoken BCs. God said, let there be light. Now, we have come back to confirm that plasma was how the whole thing happened. Now, if the plasma was charged and then expanded into gases, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, that's the first gas, hydrogen came. And then the hydrogen gas, because the plasma was charged, fused. So in fusion, it becomes, it fused and it cooled down to become the first phase of gas, which is hydrogen. After hydrogen, we got what? The rest of the elements. And the rest of the elements cooled down and then it became liquid. That's the third state of matter. So plasma, gases, liquid. Third state of matter, then it cooled down further, then it became hard, rock, which is the last state of matter, which is solid. Do you understand? So that's how God created the world. From plasma, to gas, to liquid, to solid. And these entities, the angelic entities, they are coming from the state of the charged particles. That is how come they look like a technology that is impossible to understand. They move in ways you cannot understand. They appear and disappear. They can move and disappear from any other things because they beat all laws of on the face of the earth because they came before time.
I see.
So they are not bound to time.
And then they just say, "Me san confirm me science notes, no." No, it's your bro, it's your bro.
You see the way like I'm hyped up talking about like all my life. This is the first prophecy.
I see.
Actually, all the scarities you put here and they're like, "Hey, act crazy." No, this one is the main reason, because I'm supposed to tell you what is going to. I'm supposed to reveal the dark secrets of the end time. So that you can see, so that you are not swayed, because people will be deceived. Oh, you will see Jesus in the time, some few time to come.
Sir?
Oh, Jesus will come. He will return. Yeah. But that's not Jesus. That's one of those operations. I said they will own the government entirely. Yes. My senior, John the Revelator, had already spoken about it before I came. Yes.
See. Inti say almost started so only government near the other. What role will you be playing?
They already even own them. They'll just prove it.
Say no role I will be play no anything apart from say prophesy no role now be say play be himself.
Oh, there's a lot. There are some things they are unlawful to utter. I don't have utterance. When the time comes, you will know. Yeah.
I see.
I've given you the revelation, so now we'll go back to living normal and pretend nothing is happening.
Hey. Eddie, onion starting commission in Pony. I feign our best starting commission. No, I send Begana ha near we are singing. As
the Lord lives.
And no one be more who are. I might be a who are almost started bell say become cabinet one.
Yeah. Deep things. You know, it's like they value Nostradamus a lot, and then they value people like us too. But where I am hitting, somebody told me plainly. One German guy told me plainly, he reviewed some of my stuff, because I have my prophets, like I've placed them together. Okay. So each one and how it happened and everything. And then he looked at this, he laughed. He said, "You know Nostradamus?" I said, "Yes." He said, "Brother, you are way ahead of him." He laughed and he said it. He said it like a joke.
I see.
And I was like, oh, wow. Because that one Christ is not even a godly priest. Like, it's not like a prophet. And we are the prophets. We are supposed to, I literally lived with these things all my life. These entities, I saw them. I drew them as a child. I have photos of me drawing them here. When I was a kid. Yes.
And then, me crank me miss a question because as I'm now I can know. As a memoir do. Prof, the nyame de obabe na no ikra no na beach ball near the adeno.
It's the end time. We are because we are waiting. We have to wait for it to come. Because the catalyst is set, the date's not to all in time. So once the date happens and the unveiling is done, I'm supposed to now, that's where the journey begins, and then the work begins to move entirely. It's a gradual process. It's not like 9-day wonder. That's why I told you that the 17 years, because Nina has fallen in line, the 17 years World War, and then this one. Once this happened, the catalyst has all come together. It's now one fold. Now this is what they call a prophecy. We take it from
one of these days, it's rapture ne ebenya
but you see Jesus before the rapture will come. There's a fake Jesus coming.
Hey.
We are going to live in the world like we are in a sci-fi movie. Yeah.
And know how many years from now?
in the rapture.
Yes, Ubana, Jesus, fake Jesus, no, Bano.
No, I can't disclose to you.
Hey.
I have to. I know I said I'm in but I feel the first one. So let me cool down. I can't just between Kambum. Yeah, I say I'm for being cheap. And you wanna they catch all this in hand, they hang me. What leverage do I have?
Prof,
I need leverage.
Yamra Ghana, Yamra Ghana, Yamra Africa. Because Rams now near do no, you cool it down, Kakraneja, Yamra from because when do it today? What giant now?
Yeah.
Abusianfo, you are live on Accra 100.5 FM. Yeni Prophet Telvin Sowah Prophesy prophetic live embassy oyibi ene na tenasia yene na twetwe nkomo yi ye wi a obehwe wo kwaku sampa TV KWEKU now the sampa TV asoso kwaku sampa TV and then Pen Dream TV or say wa light a lie or say Edemu yopo na kuja blessing and so ha te say ojina ne na so bibia afa level and then there and some prof I can say I want them but yamra back to Ghana here Ocean comes plane be Ghana, the government of Ghana in collaboration with a private firm would describe be a dear no dito so for Yankupon do ye from here no when it comes to
Ghana operation.
Ghana,
yes. Ghana Airways will kickstart.
Okay.
You know, I described what I saw that one.
Exactly.
Now it has appeared. Yes. Now that's phase 1. Phase 2.
Okay.
Our own aeroplanes will begin to land the same way.
Okay.
Write it down and prepare. We kickstart this whole journey in this year in October. Next 2027, you'll begin to see the opening. It will shock you. It will be impromptu. Maybe I'm revealing a secret too early.
No,
but it will be impromptu. It will just start landing like
including a domestic flight.
It will start landing like that. Yes.
Domestic flight in
every part. Yes.
Because domestic flight into me mfubi. Into me mfubi. Ne board ding. I say.
I told you I was in the realms. Remember many years, how many months last year or so, 2024 or something. I told you that I was in the air coming to Ghana and I saw skyscrapers at the shoreline. At the shoreline. And I saw a train station, electronic train station. And I saw Ghana Airlines and everything. Yeah. Yes, we are almost about to kickstart. That's why I got worried about the sabotage that was going on.
And continuing from a sabotage issue, no, I think the following week or so, within that same week, and Minister of Transport, Honorable Kwame, Roads and Highways, Honorable Kwame Agboja.
All right.
OTC, so for. And some na a PAP no.
It's not easy.
Just say a tiakuma.
It's not easy.
To the extent say a near man contractors ni be at the contractor mo ye no. Say sabio enye nipa wudi niya. Just say onye
sir.
Onye sabio am rubber kra no tutu bottom kra onye sa de no. Because nipa disika ebi mutua mobilization fee be 66 million, 82 million. Just yesterday kra no Honorable Kwame Agboja wa terminate one of the contracts were terminated.
Yeah. Oh, the big push would have been the biggest joke of this season. Yeah, in 2028, there will be the biggest joke. Like, all the big push will be a storyline. It will just be a story. It would have been a story. The president will go and cut short on 1 kilometer roads, and then they would have paid for 10 kilometer roads. Yeah, that's what will be happening. They will be making a joke out of him. And then that will be the mockery. And then when the files and the documents come out of the big push, it will just be the end of them. So now you see it's moved on the street. This is why prophecy is important.
Exactly.
How would you know that these kind of games are going on underground? Exactly. You would have just been walking around town, sitting down thinking, oh, big push, that you'll be doing campaign. The president will not know. You'll be sitting in his room somewhere, thinking things are going well in the country, and he'll be on the podium talking that things are going well. And everybody will be looking at him in the country that we are here. What do you mean by things are going on well?
ebi mo nso abo NDC abaya sobo se ase contract no on say contractors no be our parties are or aligned to and so affiliated to ma omampani kra no this your kokko kan wo kwa business forum say amanfo say a contract na dey men PP for near there no say so far as anipa no oye Ghana ni nko a obefa Ghana for there anka boni bi anim
boni bi anim oba you know some people will never change as we stand right now we have a character. As I don't know whether it's black people or Ghanaians, but it's very strange. There are some people that can just deliberately hate you, no matter whatever you do. They want to find something bad about what you do. Like, you see what I do? It's so beautiful, so wonderful, and it's direct and precise. You understand? It is the main reason why. Even what I'm talking to you right now about the UAPs and everything, people out there in the country, white people and several people that I discussed this information with earlier, are all amazed. They are reviewing the information. They are on it back to back. You know what? One random Ghanaian person will come, oh, where they are best settings, or where they are saying, we have that mentality. That's how we are. So, up yourself, own save Ghana. You have to to fight the Ghanaian you want to save and save the country on top of it. So your battles become two. So if you want to build the road, you don't just need to say I'm doing the good thing. You need to fight the people that are building as well. It's not even a joke. And so they should take the contracts from some of them.
Exactly. They should take it. Some people they should just take it from them. Some people they have too many of them. They should cut some and share it to some people too. They should make it because I told them like when we are building something, sometimes somebody will take the contract and is building stuff for me. Now I just slow no your door. But to me hold on my man 48 hours because dates now my man is so big on real. So I give him 48 hours. 48 hours if you don't finish the job, you have to go. And by that 48 hours, I've already called other 4 people that will do your job for you. So your job, I'm now not bringing one person, 4, and they will do it within 2 days. They'll finish the job perfectly, and they even come and do it better than the one we're familiar with. Every month the contract since December, November, we are in
they are sabotaging the president. They will let the president cry at the end of the day. That's the plan. They let the president cry at the end of the day. But it will not work. That's why I'm sitting down here.
Okay.
Ghana, anybody that has a plan that they want to disappoint, I told you from day one.
Exactly.
The very day, in August 2024, before the election, that anybody that will try to disappoint the presidency of John Dramani Mahama, he wants to set a legacy. He has not come and look for anybody's money. He wants to set a legacy. Anybody that tries to disappoint his presidency, he will not get it easy because the presidency comes with a sword as well.
Okay.
So it's a lot of heat that is coming.
Yeah, it's kate, you know, say BB alpha level.
As the Lord lives.
Prof, Emre Blasters, Blasters, what be kasa free last year, Benina, what my directions as to what we should be doing. Or Blasters, num. Papa, o kasa ye, omwentie. One, sisi me kase, o kan so mo maintain Coach Otuado. And almost sake no be a friend said last month to 2 months ago. Me can say FIFA more organize the World Cup no or mama an appointment.
I think I said that on Nana Romeo, right?
Okay.
About Otuado's this they said they've sacked him but he will get opportunity.
Oh, I see.
I said it, I can't find it. I've not really checked but I think I said it there.
And say Omo review matches including Ghana for match no. Prof, before I say a bebe no so no. Say Ghana ye World Cup competition na ye kono akosi saying sunsun akosi saying.
When I was done working, we were just able to add one more match to it.
Okay.
And then we increase certain things and then try to get goals and everything. Because right now I have direct personal catalysts, direct ones that I'm working on to make sure they become perfect, like people like Semenyo and all of them. Like we're holding them tight like this, so that they will come and prove difference. You will see a different play from what they used to play in Black Stars. There will be a change in the story. We are trying to adjust Kudo's timeline too, and these are now. You see, right now when you get a hold of the people, then you can be able to adjust their life directly. So you will use them as something to affect the timeline within the effect. So at Shan and Swembuye, we will hold small, but I've I can guarantee you, I've just told you one more match.
Okay, say you get hold of them and not just say open say.
I get hold of them like I know them.
Okay.
We are in operation.
Okay.
We are in operation.
And just a more bon como.
Yeah, bon como.
Oh, I see.
We are in operation.
I see. I was say imuda was say woni odifo a Ghana hano ukuta blasters no. Na ye men no nye clear na enna ho. Because the last time crano mpanimfo ni wa akwa akosia o kan say o kan wa say
I think I've spoken to the minister and everybody.
Only o akwa akokasa.
So we have to do directions. There are things we have to do, not sikasem just like the way where we are in the fourth dimension. We've transcended that sikasem suffering. No. We are moving patterns of time. We don't need come and fast car way brag now go never got town with mommy na blah blah. It's not
Kudus Obeko World Cup no.
I told you already, his timeline is one. They will force him to the World Cup. He'll play first half. He'll sit down. It has not changed until we change it.
I see. Now, say no. Who adjusted near money at the other because initial original timeline. You know, see
1-0-0-0-1. We are working. That's why working with the players is important because you can interfere with the players' timeline and then use them as tools to work. So now we will show you who will place the thing on. So now it won't become a group operation. It will become the ones we are putting there.
Okay.
Exactly.
Until you remember 4 matches.
And now as it stands now 4 matches. That's where we are. Saturday I'll be able to add 1 match. When I did this 1 match, when I look at the time, that's the only possibility in time.
Now, see here. Scoreline na change
as the Lord lives. Scoreline. I think you want us to leave the pattern like that, right?
Because so kind of went here.
Then maybe we can just turn the goals like this way so that we can get something. Because it's very disappointing for minister and footballers and this thing. There's nothing, we can't do anything about it. Let's say God can move some things. Absolutely. But that's for that. When you breach a catalyst in time, we can tell you where you will get to, but you won't go anywhere. That's the thing. They won't go far. Not much, nothing. Yes, but then we can be able to let the players. Now we'll give honor to the players. We can't give it to the team. That's what I'll tell you. So the players will come out successful, but the team will not go successful.
What share friendly matches now? They
are falling into the harder they fall principle. The first principle was called the Phoenix principle, which means we'll lose the friendlies and then we'll go and win in the World Cup. Now they have entered, they've breached the catalyst by bringing in the coach. The coach will play a very good game now. Now he will have draws, he will have wins. He will have draws and he will have wins. And when he does that, that is where the coach will be able to breach that catalyst, and by breaching that catalyst, it will be like, oh, everything is looking. I think the players don't want Church and Yama. Then we'll go to the World Cup. The harder they fall. So the players that we are using as catalysts will shine. Those players will show forth. They will be cloud for across the world, but the team will not go. So now we take the honor and give it to the players. Because the team did not listen. It's the players that are listening.
Wonderful.
As the Lord lives.
Wonderful. And the radia se pass, they say no players no. I say nyankopon bie han no so achro mo no. Omo bana nyankopon befa oswa yusu ayi omo wonders wo World Cup no. Enya asoden enye kasa tenten na mbom eye die nyankopon elfa na ko aso e de aye adwuma. It's as simple as that. And you know but still England for no ye be colonize them.
They are the ones I'm putting my last on.
But still
colonize them.
Okay.
Once they breed the color, they interfere with that one, but then that is why I'm putting Semenyo there. The England player from Manchester United City will colonize England. Now, I said I told you, the honor is no longer with the team. The honor is with the players that we've placed as catalysts. So the players will do the wonders. Don't worry, as the Lord lives. It is God that does his wonders. Let him do it.
I see.
You see. You watch it like a movie. It is the fourth dimension. Whether you believe it or not, we do not care. It is your reality. You will live in it. Now, finally, I want to add. Nigeria, Ahmed Bola Tinubu, they want to take him from the presidency. But as they are trying to take him from the presidency, there is an opening that is happening. Once the opening happens like that, back and forth, this guy, Peter Obi, is supposed to win.
Okay.
The youth was supposed to carry him to the presidential palace that they will win the election. But then, by the grace of God, these people are stuck with Tinubu for the next few years again.
Ah. They
were about to remove him from the. They were about to remove him from the seat. But then, I'll not say. There's a secret I cannot tell you about why they that interference. You will see that they will make the move, but it will not work.
Okay.
And they'll do wait jump. By the time you realize you come, Nigerians, I want to thank you again for the opportunity to lead you in this country. Yes, we will be able to handle the oil situation, and don't worry, my fellow Nigerians, the poverty will go. He will come and give people a nice speech. Don't worry. He will come and handle it again. Hey,
and then in common on the start ama as a my bafom tino me question say gu ha nyina no mintumi mbisemu bia because ye kan nyina na
Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud
yentumi nkan biom enti ye de nyina besa na
now finally there are two things I want to say because I'm for besam say me church ade bi mo there are two presidents in operation.
Okay,
I told you that there are only three people that can become president. Now in the same part, I told you Joshua Alabi, General Mosquito, Asiedun Ketia, and then Atu Forcing. Atu Forcing is the umbrella, General Mosquito, and then Joshua Alabi. The two of them are battling, and he's there covering them as the umbrella, as the Lord lives. That could have left it in time. The smart people have already calculated it. The rest are behind. Now, in that context, these two of them, I told you Asiedun Ketia is the General Asiedun Ketia. Let me add the General.
General Mosquito.
Asiedun Ketia is the president of the kings. In his presidency, it will look like he's ruling like a king. Or new amount for that's a fanatic Flagstaff house. No? It's not maybe a Kenchen, no Kenchen operation. There's normal level now. Now he's moving, but then he will develop the country. The development will touch you where you are in your house, in your village. It will start focusing on this Accra life and go and develop those corners of Ghana where people have left and abandoned. He will make sure life comes there. Now, Joshua Lavi's presidency is the presidency of the youth. When it comes into presidency, he will change certain functions and the face of many things, from sports to academics and education and international affairs and everything. It will work in the presidency in a very, very different manner. Wow. It's as though they locked down the country and decided to make sure everybody is walking in the right path. So it will affect me. So he became the president of the youth. So in his time, the young men were like holding him like back and forth. Like they were not letting go of the man. They were holding him. So these are the two of them. Each and every one of them were able to fulfill a very wonderful outcome in time. Now, I could tell you who will win the primaries, but as you always know, what will you say? So I'm going to hold on to that, and I'm going to come back to it later on.
Prof, it's clear, say, Unyan Kasai, no, Obian Kasai. Enti no we dem pese o she etiefo boss your next meeting no betre de obelidi NDC amanyoku no.
I don't have that kind of power.
Okay.
Only God can give me utterance. I am seeing it, I know it. Okay. Like how I tell you, but once God says go ahead and do it. The election, I try 2028 election.
It's in 2032.
2032 is when that time they said there may be many once or move Pamba from the party. That's all. Like we have passed that. He's lost the 2028 already. He's lost it. So now the next one, 2032, and they've lost that one too again. So I'm going to burn a letter. I'm going to throw a letter and I'm going to pay attention. They want him to resign from the seat because there's been a drought for so long. And they want him to resign because the MPP wants to unite again and come back to power. And that is the thing. They wrote him a letter. Ladies and gentlemen, you will read it. That's the interesting part. Prof, you will read the letter on the internet.
Yeah, sorry. Friday all night, Bebaso.
Yeah, all night though, but
all night
it's
though.
Friday, Prophetic Life Embassy, Oyibi Prayer Camp Junction.
Okay.
All night, Basso, Oyibi Prayer Camp Junction. On Friday, this coming Friday, Oyibi Prayer Camp Junction, Numo and T Street. The name of our ministry is Prophetic Life Embassy. You can Google it, Prophetic Life Embassy on Google, Prophetic Life Embassy. You can search propheticlifeembassy.org. That's our website, and then you can follow the Google map on Bold, Uber, and everything. And these are phone numbers as well: 02622 36 360 02622 36360, and the next one is 0256 290 320 0256 290 320. Oyibi Prayer Camp Junction, Friday all night 9 p.m. Friday is our fasting.
Okay.
And it's the moment of fruitfulness. So if you are doing business or whatever you're doing and there's no fruitfulness, Friday is the moment for God to elevate you into fruitfulness. And then finally, as you have seen the UAP, the end time is here. We are in that moment where the coming of the Lord is at hand. The deception has begun. The rapture is on its way. And then the Antichrist is about to appear very fast, very quick. So if you have no relationship with God, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to begin to draw closer to God, because we are at that moment. God bless you, and may the Lord keep you.
God bless you. And na abrantia kwaku sampe.
Me na me crown.
Abusianfo adamu ase. Probably there obi na no obi di achede bi besi ha, engineer me wure finidin, engineer something. And it's good see a bebo nidin Hilda Fabrana or Shaya ohun se na chede no ye de aba bedu aha engineer ye da se papa se odi achede sei aha enkroma fato so na fei ohun se na chede no aba bedu odi ne number etu akire e ba na
Can we break it open?
Okay and the NT
for the chat.
Okay aha na fei level no say the city aha
It's a portrait. It's a nice portrait.
Oh wow.
Oh wow. It says Professor of Prophecies.
Wonderful. Prof Bato Pejana Kakrana Professor of Prophecies.
Okay.
Another thing.
Professor of As the Lord lives. I'm humbled about this is critical. And this is what they are happy to do today. If you keep saying this, then some people will be angry.
Prof, that's it. Abusianfo enda mu nyina say the Citizen Show is up next.